It's the show
After the show!
So, real quick question, because I think this is going to segue beautifully into my next statement. Producer Butters, what color is your car?
Oh my
blue.
gosh.
Thank goodness.
It looks gray.
It is
okay.
blue.
It is not gray.
Mine is
blue.
blue.
They're
So-
both blue.
Okay, so they call it metallic blue.
That's blue.
But it's funny because when I got the car, they actually, like on the little tag that, for that identifies the car, when you get it from the dealership, the little yellow tag or whatever color it is.
Yeah.
They put black.
See,
It's
I'm not
definitely
the
not
only
that.
one.
It's
I know
definitely
it's
not
not
that.
black. I think it's like a dark gray.
It depends on what light you get it in.
Okay.
But
here's
it's
weird.
definitely not a blue. It's not a shade of blue that's like close to mine.
I mean, it's not.
Yes, it is.
no.
It's not like. Let's see here. If I can get my hand in here. It's not this. It's not that blue.
I was like, what?
I was so confused what was happening. I was so utterly confused.
I was so confused
Just
too.
get my hand over here.
I was like,
Whoa.
No, it's not that type of blue, but it's called metallic blue, and it's a very, I don't know what you call it. Is it a dark blue? It's not really a dark.
Here's what brought it up is I went to see if you were here, and you always park up front next to Irma, and her car. The easy way to distinguish. Excuse me. Sorry, Mila. But anyway, the easy way to distinguish between your two cars, right? Is she had all that crap on her car, but it's gone, and I was
by
like, oh.
crap, he means paint.
Yeah, she had like the
Okay.
window paint and stuff. But it's gone. It's been removed. And I was like, oh, wait, did you clean your car or is Producer Butters here? And the answer was that Producer Butters cleaned your car. And I was like, oh, well, it's how I normally easily differentiate between the two of you.
That makes
And
no
it's-
sense. They're two different colors.
Yeah, two different shades.
They're both dark blue.
No, mine's blue.
Okay, look. Producer Butters, you were right up until 5 seconds ago.
Do we need to go out for a little
I
look?
think we need to go outside and look.
Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do the show. I'll take a picture of both your cars. Are you parked next to? Did you park next to her?
I always park next to her.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. I'm just asking today. Good God, I didn't mean to offend your
Unless she
sensibilities.
steals my spot, then I gotta pick.
Okay,
another
the only
spot.
reason I'll steal your spot is because somebody stole my spot. Okay.
Sure.
To please both of you,
Sure.
I will take a picture of both and I will put it on the Facebook page and I will talk about it on the show tomorrow and we can come back to it tomorrow, okay?
You're clearly wrong.
We'll see about that. At least I didn't say it was gray.
Hey, it is gray.
It's not. It is 100% not gray. That being said, my follow-up question was, is there any way that you can wear a robe and not look either A, insane, or B, like clinically depressed? A bathrobe, excuse me.
No, unless you get one of those flowy robes with like the fuzzy stuff on the end.
You're talking about like a negligee?
Like the robe that the woman that killed her husband wears. That one. If you know, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know? I don't
I have no idea.
I have
but
no idea.
I had robes growing up, but like, I didn't like putting them on.
No, well, I feel like growing up, because you're not the same age, growing up, it was like a thing, right? Dad sits in the robe, has the paper, whatever, it's the weekend. And it was fine, because my dad had one.
Not necessarily.
No,
Okay,
no.
my dad was. But then at some point, as I grew up, it quickly transitioned into nobody ever wore them again because you look like you're insane. Like you can't wear a bathrobe because it looks like you're like, I've just given up. Like I'm this close.
Honestly, though, the only reason I do wear my robe is because I don't feel like going anywhere, so I just wrap up in my robe. See?
Just something
So-
about sitting in a wet towel that just doesn't appeal to me. I
I
gotta
mean,
be
it doesn't
honest.
have to be wet.
Yeah, mine's never wet. What are you talking about?
You don't go like soaking it in the shower and then come out and you're like, well, here we
Thank you, producer Butters. I was a little bit confused, and I thought you put it on, then got in the shower, and then got out.
I mean,
Thank you
when
for
you
clearing.
said when you said wet robe all day, that's what I thought of.
You should put it on after you take a bath, shower, whatever.
Well, a bathrobe, I guess. I don't wear bathrobes. I wear the ones that's like a blanket.
See, that's fine because somebody got Ashley for Christmas one of those big blanket hoodies. It's like like when it's laid flat, it's like this big. Like I can wear it and be like, oh, there's a lot of room. I can hula hoop in the damn thing. But like that's fine. That's fine. I mean, specifically bathrobes.
Oh,
To me, if you put that on, you're just like, I'm teetering on the edge. I'd be careful what you say to me. That's what it symbolizes to me.
Not really.
I don't even own one. So
I own one, but I never wear it anything other but unironically. So,
We always used them to like go out to the hot tub or something.
and see that I could see because you're not going to just sit in it all the time. You use it as a cover to get in and out, right? And
Yeah,
then-
basically.
Yeah, all right. So good news. You're not insane, according to me.
Okay.
And if anyone's going to know, it's me. Speaking of insane,
Fair.
so 2 quick backgrounds for you. 1 in 5 people admit that they've eaten something out of the trash.
Ew.
The new health trend is to drink fish tank cleaner that has,
Ew.
I think it's believed methylene blue is the chemical in it because it, quote, keeps your mind and body young. And it turns
What?
your tongue blue. Like, I feel like it's not a ton. Like
did
these
the
always-
person that did this drink that? Because
apparently, like it's a thing.
brain damage.
Doctors have since come out and said it can kill you. So, opposite
yeah.
of what you're going for. If you're looking
Well,
for a young,
obviously.
I mean, unless you want to leave a young corpse, I don't know. There wasn't that clarification for me. So maybe that's the goal. Then you're not going to achieve that dream.
I mean, yeah, you can drink Clorox bleach too.
Don't encourage anything.
Don't
We
do that.
We really don't. Need. Producer Butters on After Show says bleach will cure any stomach issues. Well, he said it, so
You had to burn a hole right through your stomach.
clear it right out.
No stomach at all.
No stomach. If you want to get rid of your stomach.
And everything else.
Meemaw brings out new weight loss tip: drink bleach, eliminate stomach.
Mima.
Mima does not endorse this.
Mima does not endorse this.
These views
Do
do not
not do this.
represent the company or VFX.
Or the after show.
My question was, have you ever eaten anything non-food, non-edible? Is there anything that you've ever eaten, a funny story, like my brother's eaten dog food? Any of them?
I want to say that I've eaten a dog food treat before, but I was like younger.
So my brothers ate dog food. If I could indulge you in a story that has not to do with youthful ignorance. I was in college and I was living with my roommate and he cleaned our counters with, Clorox, whatever, right? It has bleach in it. And I went to smoke and I was packing the hookah bowl and some of it fell off. And normally I just do the same thing. So I just, pick it up and put it back in. It's good to go. The problem is that he had just cleaned the counters with bleach. So the running gag in my friend group was the story of, oh yeah, I once upon a time smoked bleach. It was not a good time. It was not a pleasant time. I got to be honest with you. I did not enjoy that. 0 of 10 stars.
So did it like taste different?
Yes, it tasted like bleach.
Ew.
It was not good.
How much bleach did you put down? Jeez.
Yeah, for real.
I didn't clean the counters, so I'm not the one to ask. But it was not a pleasant.
Hold on a second.
Because that's just weird to me. Because when I wipe something down with Clorox wipes, it dries up almost immediately. So I'm really
This was
confused.
probably before wipes.
It was the spray. So he sprayed.
Oh,
But wait,
maybe
I don't
that's
think I've
why.
ever used like Clorox bleach on like.
It's not bleach. It was like Clorox cleaner, but it has bleach in it. Like, because you come in, right? You come into the kitchen and you still, oh, it smells like bleach. But it wasn't bleach.
Yeah.
I know, not like that. Look, I don't need that ad. I tell the story where I smoke bleach. Now producer Butter's like, oh, Adrian over here. I don't need that.
Bleach
I don't need
cures
that.
everything.
I don't need
Yes.
that.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've eaten anything non-food except maybe dirt when I was little.
Enjoyable.
I was going
It's
to
good.
tell. Yeah, that too.
You ate dirt?
I'm pretty sure I
It's
did.
so
Still?
weird. Sometimes I crave it.
Mud.
It's weird. I don't eat it, but I crave it. It's
You
weird.
crave dirt?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Like, okay, so explain how do you know you crave dirt? Like, you look at dirt and you're like, I probably ought to put some of that in my mouth? Like,
no,
how?
so the way I know I'm craving something is I taste it in my mouth.
Oh.
So like when I say, "Oh, I'm craving Costa Vida," it's because I can literally taste the burrito in my mouth,
Same.
and that's how
also
dirt
crave-
is.
Yes,
it's like,
I do that.
ooh,
Crave dirt?
yeah,
No.
for sure.
No,
Well,
not dirt. You feel
I
that,
know
but
it's
not the
weird,
dirt part.
okay, but
Sometimes Costa Vida or I don't know. Jimmy John's.
I just wasn't ready for
Chinese
two people
food.
to tell me that they crave dirt. I just wasn't ready for that.
I mean, I don't necessarily
couldn't handle
crave
that.
dirt. Every once in a while, like I'll crave like minerals. Like I think that I want some kind of mineral, but
Interesting. So, you know what? Like, if I say iron, you know what iron tastes like?
yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Okay, right. So one day I was with my dad and we went out of town for something and we stopped at a McDonald's and I got water. That's what I got. And it tasted like iron. And I was like, oh my
Ew.
gosh, this water's disgusting. It tastes like iron. And my dad goes, how do you know what iron tastes like? And I was like, have you ever like had blood? Which freaked him out because he's like, I'm not like, you've never like cut yourself and gone like, really? Like, really? Like, we're going to immediately go to the vampire thing. Seriously? And he goes, yeah. I was like, you know how that has like a metallic taste? He goes, yeah. I was like, that's iron. Like, that's what that is. And he was like, oh. And I was like, how? Wait a minute. Hold on. 50 years on this planet, you had no idea? I was royally upset and confused. The vampire accusation didn't help.
Vampire accusation.
Well, I mean, he freaked out at me. What else is he taking? Like, no. Stupid.
I mean, if you were a vampire, let's say, you would actually have found the water delicious, I would think.
That's true. I wouldn't have complained about it.
Exactly.
Better throw him off the scent. This blood-tasting water is so gross. Gotta make sure he doesn't suspect. Thank goodness.
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood. Yeah, I don't think I could ever be a vampire. That's gross.
Yeah.
Blood. Ugh.
That just reminds me of American Horror Story. I think it was the last season that was on. It was about vampires.
Did they have a dad that suspected too? They had to throw off the scent?
I don't think so.
Clearly not based in realism then.
No.
Clearly.
I don't know that my parents honestly would know that I was a vampire. I really think they'd be oblivious.
My parents, too.
Like, I think I could legitimately get away. Here's the real question. Would your parents Dexter for you? So they caught you mauling somebody because you're a vampire, right? Do they, A, turn you in, or B, be like, okay, hold on a second. Like, I'm not going to say anything, but we got to get this under control.
We need to talk about this.
I think my parents would be, one, confused and literally sit me down, and I would have to give them an explanation. And then, honestly, I don't know, because my parents are goodies. So I don't know if they would turn me in. I feel like they would.
I think my dad would cover for me. I think my mom would 100% turn me in.
Actually, yeah,
Like
I think
100%.
that's the same. I think my
Yeah.
dad would cover for me, and my mom would.
My
turn
dad
me
would be cool with it, and then my mom may actually take the stake in her own hands. I got to be honest. She may just... It's unfortunate.
I brought you in. I'm taking you
Just
out.
tears, but
in. The basic.
this isn't easy.
I think my mom would try, but then she wouldn't be able to, and then she would turn me in.
I honestly don't know.
If either your parents would turn you in if you were, say, a vampire
Yeah.
and a monster and mauled people.
They probably wouldn't.
I got to be honest. I don't think either of your parents would turn you in. Knowing what I know about your family, I'm going to say no on both accounts.
Okay.
There you go.
But I'm not a vampire because, I go outside.
I hate the taste of blood, so clearly also not a vampire.
And I don't shine like that one show.
Like Twilight.
That's clearly the defining factor. I'm
That
glad you
is
established
Definitely.
that. Oh, my gosh. And on that vampire bombshell, this has been the show.